Nearly 2,000 years ago, a Roman emperor sat in his tent on the edges of the Germanic frontier, writing a private journal that would later become one of the most powerful philosophy books ever written. He wasn't writing for us. He was writing for himself, a personal guide to surviving the weight of an empire, the betrayal of friends, and the inevitability of death without losing his soul. Today, we dive into the mind of Marcus Aurelius. These are 7 Stoic lessons from Meditations that will fundamentally change how you perceive the world. Marcus Aurelius was the last of the 5 good emperors. His reign was defined not by luxury, but by duty. He faced plagues, barbarian invasions, and domestic turmoil. Amidst this chaos, he turned to Stoicism, not as a dry academic subject, but as a practical toolkit for resilience. Meditations is his raw, honest training manual for the human spirit. As we explore these lessons, remember, these words were written by a man who had everything, yet realized that true power only exists within. Lesson 1. Control your mind. Marcus wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Stoicism teaches that our suffering doesn't come from events themselves, but from the stories we tell ourselves about them. We are the authors of our own distress. Consider a modern example, a long commute. You can't control the traffic, but you can control your frustration. The traffic is neutral. Your anger is your choice. The takeaway is simple but life-altering. You are the gatekeeper of your own peace. If you change your perception, you change your reality. Lesson 2. Accept what you cannot change. This is the core of the Stoic dichotomy of control. Most of life is outside our influence. We worry about the weather, the economy, and the past, none of which we can change. Marcus compared us to a cylinder rolling down a hill. Gravity is the external force, but our shape is our own. When a project fails or a flight is canceled, the Stoic doesn't fight the reality. They accept it instantly and ask, "What can I do now with the tools I have?" The takeaway: acceptance is not passivity. It is the wisdom to stop fighting the inevitable so you can focus your energy on what you actually control. Lesson 3. Stop wasting time. Marcus was profoundly aware of his mortality. He often reminded himself, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say." We often live as if we are going to live forever. We waste our days on petty arguments and endless distractions, forgetting that time is our most non-renewable resource. Think of the hours spent scrolling through social media or worrying about the opinions of people you don't even like. That is time stolen from your purpose. The takeaway: perfection of character is to live each day as if it were your last, without frenzy, without apathy, without pretense. Make every second count. Lesson 4. Ignore the opinions of others. Marcus marveled at how we love ourselves more than others, yet value their opinions more than our own. We live in an era of likes and public reputation. But Marcus reminds us that external praise is like the noise of a crowd. It adds nothing to the quality of the soul. If someone criticizes you, ask if they are right. If they are, improve. If they aren't, their opinion is their problem, not yours. Remain steady like the lighthouse. The takeaway: do what is right, regardless of what others say. Your worth is defined by your integrity, not by the shifting winds of public opinion. Lesson 5. Live according to nature. To the Stoics, nature wasn't just trees and rivers. It was the rational order of the universe and our place within it. Marcus believed that as humans, our nature is to be rational and social. When we act with greed or anger, we are fighting against our own design. Just as a bee makes honey and a horse runs, a human being is designed to work for the common good. We find peace when we stop fighting our purpose. The takeaway: what is not good for the beehive cannot be good for the bee. Align your actions with the greater good, and you will find your place in the world. Lesson 6. Hardship builds strength. Marcus famously wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Every challenge is an opportunity to practice virtue. A difficult boss is a chance to practice patience. A failure is a chance to practice resilience. Obstacles are not blocks, they are the path. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What does this allow me to practice?" This shift in perspective turns every disaster into a lesson. The takeaway: a blazing fire makes flame and brightness out of everything that is thrown into it. Become the fire that turns problems into progress. Lesson 7. Focus on the present moment. Marcus reminded himself, Do not let the future trouble you. You will come to it, with the same reason you now use for the present. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. By worrying about what might happen tomorrow, we lose the only time we actually have, right now. Stoicism is the art of being present. If you can handle this single breath, this single task, you can handle anything life throws at you, one step at a time. The takeaway: confine yourself to the present. It is the only place where you can find peace, take action, and truly live. The past is gone. The future is yet to be. Let's reflect on one of his most famous quotes. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Marcus knew that our minds are like a garden. If we plant seeds of worry, fear, and resentment, we will harvest a life of misery. But if we plant virtue, we find joy. Your thoughts color your soul. Every judgment, every opinion, every reaction, they all leave a mark. Guard your internal world as if it were your most precious treasure. How do we live this? Start with a morning reflection. Before you check your phone, ask yourself, what challenges will I face today, and how will I respond with virtue? End your day with an audit. Write down what you did well and where you failed. Don't judge yourself, just observe and prepare for tomorrow. Practice negative visualization. Occasionally, imagine losing the things you love. This doesn't make you sad, it makes you profoundly grateful for what you have right now. Try voluntary discomfort. Skip a meal, walk in the rain, or take a cold shower. Remind yourself that you are stronger than your comforts. You can survive and thrive with less. Marcus Aurelius was a man of immense power who chose the path of character. He reminds us that the greatest empire we will ever rule is the one within our own mind. The world is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. The wisdom of the past is a light for our future. Take these lessons with you. If this helped you, subscribe for more insights from the greatest philosophy books ever written. Enter the silence. Welcome to Midnight Library.